Yama na asema benti no.
Akwana asem no say eyo som no ba ko so age so eyo frɛ.
Yes. Osum ni efrɛ.
Nti mo osum ye de anaja o man na frɛ mu nti edam aseseja. Nyambe mo ahode na mo ye adwuma ne say ya.
Amen. Bi abokɔ de.
Nyame adom bi abokɔ hu ye mɔbɔ.
Ye be chewe wahwefo.
Ahwefo age so. Okay. That's for the eja ehwe bokrata ye dam anim ya ense wa makuru chegu nsem no mu no edoso ye bre no so eyitie nti we de ye nua ba adwo ye boajo se na poso
de em se ye na de bia no mo se ye de enyoma gu nkrata so de moto abama yen ya ye ba ye be ye em se de o se mo kan ne se enyoma ya tworo de gu nkrata so se Ghana fo enhwe so ento abama yen
okay.
Manifesto no enye ade a watworo say oba mu ana be yes a binding covenant between woni omo a omoto temamfo omoto aba baya na yenum bi ni pese enam se nsunsun yewum wo hwe de ye de atokrata so na hwe de yanum atokrata so a
bura bebre ya mo bana mo humudin a na mo mbese ma me ba akoma na na
da bisa me de me ba se me beton MPP amanyoku na me so beton bi ko ntimi mi ko no ni MPP ma board ni di na ya anom no de onunu so ya anom no say ya anom do but ya na MPP no manifesto no nkrata ye de enhyahye ase a pese timamufo ehwe so de to aba enye enchroya ya ye si e ba ban mu ade be yes mo hwe so to aba ma ye ni e ba ban mu a ye be ye de ose be yo but they na impempi no omo hwe
say de be hwe so de nka why dada na nka hwe so de to aba ma
de me ma ya me de ba ban mu na wo hwe de to aba nye de ma dada ye forward looking country enti no na be say me catches na me correct kakra but enyo ma ye de ahye akwan mu ye pese e ba ma Ghana fo ehu em say ye di nyina so enan na em say Dr. Baumia e de asi the manifesto about energy sector na me bona poso ama nyina so nan no potokasem or say affordability say the be ya ebo be ba fom when the ba cost of living nipa asetena mu say ebe koloni ma na say ni ho behin ha no cost of living no em say energy edimu akotene say ye to petrol mu a fango no ekosro na say ne obi ka na say Nankopon charge bear 3 windows no petrol prices are baffled in them say nobody is complaining but anytime it goes up no a bear problem kakra including she be to akwamu be magana for one hen and it goes towards cost of living electricity in yama hoden ye tumu a and also ye hard because no it goes to the heart of the household obi atifie na eja wakatua kakra bi na utuatua wo ho nyomanyi ho aka nyina wi a o se kakra ka obotoma potokasem ne for disposable income a obetumi de akoto kebab bi na club bi so de adwo akoma enti ye de nyoma asi akwan mu na meka ne nyina so nan ba ko ye affordability se de be ya obi a ho behen ha no one ya papa Dr. Baumia de ato akwan mu se o hwe nyina mahoden a ye ya over the years no na ye wo hydro which is the nsuo
akosombo
ena yenya gas inframamu fango ejaframa no ena ye de start ye thermal eni yakodru pempensu bi a 73% of ye generation no fango ye de no fango no emuso ye de no anyama hoden no 73% thermal no the main component of thermal no gas and HFO either so ba to diesel and heavy fuel oil ababe noa enyama hoden no nti amane bo ayede say o hwe ewia say etimu a Ghana ye oba bia equator ewiabo nti Dr. Baumia say na de nti na de bia no omo a awode omo kra no omo ye solar na ye ya Yankopon achen ye wia ade nti na ye nko solar nti the manifesto promise from Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ni say bold statement is to add 2,000 megawatts of solar within 4 years. Very simple. So, we share a need, so we solar contract. Now, we IPP, which is thermal contract. IPP now use thermal, no, which is gas, Price, is about between $12 cents and 13 cents per kilowatt hour. And then, to me, solar contract at 6 cents which is clearly 50% cheaper. And to see to me the ahoɔden hyɛm ne ɛhyɛm kinya na Ghana it me use about 2,000 megawatts in 4 years ɛbɛma yɛnyina ma ahoɔden ne boɔ no aba fam. And no Nigerian so baako a yɛgyina aka sɛ we want to go solar, and in 4 years yɛde about 2,000 megawatts bɛka ho na ɛno aba ama yɛnyina ma ahoɔden boɔ no aba fam. ɛno yɛ one side. Then the other side you are looking at quality and reliability. MC yɛduru pɛmpɛn so bi ɛwɔ Ghana yɛn pɛsɛ bɛkɔ yɛkyi dumsom. Nti afi biara no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde nyinama ahoɔden ni bi ka ho sɛ de bɛyɛ one Ghana fo nim sɛ ɔbɛda asɔre no na ne kanea si so. Nti saa 2,000 yɛ a meka ho asɛm yi and also within the 4 years relates to something about 500 megawatts a year, which is enough for us to meet our growing demand in the country. Nti ɛbɛboa yɛn ama yɛnya reliability, which is the abema and so aba say a china bimpono see here found in here in Yamahodini be a kahua yibenya. The third leg is quality and the fourth leg is accessibility. Say the beya say the beya obisu benya bi accessibility no any o share Ghana ye coverage of electricity is about 85%. Ye per se ye ma 100% coverage of electricity.
Yes, rural folks.
We want to cover the entire country by 2028. The easiest way to do that is to do what a Portuguese my friend off-grid. And you have friend here, but you know, Kusumo Kania, I didn't Kania, and Homa Akoho. A honor, a qua, Abia, a Crasibia. Now communities yesi solar ama womo na omo nkwa so eda omo solar so na yesi solar ewo increase ni nyina to help with the rapid electrification of these rural areas.
Mami hwe say waka but wa wo sha ase no ubiebie mu kire kwan fa so nya ye nkanea no na wo hwe kwan fa so nya Ghana hydro ne thermal na solar ne ba beka ho mienu ne de mfanse ye wo hodada. Your independent power producers near the so ewum. Sade ya moba be ne fufure. Mo capture ne se na dada no so ho no. Kwan ben ene ye fa so akore no no kine bi. Gidi se bibia ewo ne nanso. Se bia odi solar ekwe. E o baabi nso bi baabi na bia ehun kwa koto chimanti. De woni nyina no ye kura ne yesum yi. Ghana ha wa beti IPP for the mechanic ka woni ade. Kwan ben na mo fa so aye na enkoye ti na mensew.
Okay.
Na ewo dada no se bi kura mu dada.
De ewo dada no eno nkyere se ye free ho ne de we aba wo. O hwe eni ya ye total demand ye kura mu nyina no is about 3,815. Every year bia no you grow at 250 megawatts. Eni ye pese ye de industrialization ba. Ye pese Ghana made MC Dr. Baumia or possibly your friend buy Ghana first.
Yeah.
Ye be share industry mu Kenya. Na ade ndwuma ni mpuntu bebre aba saa nyoma ni nyina no ebama electricity demand ayi akosoro. One of the policies anka me beka ho asema aka cheme no ye pese ye ring fence ye de nhihye bi ba lithium on say ye nya lithium ne omoma for contract mining lease omuntu lithium ni tu a o say processing in Ghana ha saa lithium ni nyina no omso mu hia nyama hoden at a very affordable rate to do lithium. Ye were manganese and aluminium and they vaco omunya because na yesi akosombo no vaco nti and akosombo to at that time no omo very cheap electricity and they yinya ne dodo mpo ni ama vaco bi enti sa ndwuma ko ni nyina no even that over 4,000 megawatts that we have no si ye ka say ye allocate bi di ama sa ndwuma ko yi ni manufacturing na ombe ye Ghana for entade ni Ghana for nyoma ombe ya we don't have enough electricity. Enti yankasa ye di 2,000 ba ni yi obi asinche there be there wo ho enye over 4,000 ebe wo ho but the growth there ye dey kan ho afibia no eno na yen say instead say you basically thermal plants no nyankopon ama ye wia enti no the additional capacity na you be here for the next 4 years no ebe in solar.
But another question was baby na enye industries na mbisa but we say yeah, this adwuma no ebe solely government le ba be sa
the IPPs independent power company independent power and there is a Ghana there MZ tete bre na yisi akosombo na aban esi your friend is saying Kosombo. Apart from that, Abayinsi, Ibiada, VRA, all the new plants, Tico Tapco, and independent power producers, so many. The program now more of an offtake, because offtake need a power purchase agreement, and they periods former contract for 6 cents. Intine ya waba Muska meet me see amam electricity. A lot of companies have been coming to Ghana wanting to build generation, but for some time, because your excess capacity and your free excess capacity no be drew Pensubia and or say every year bian e be kan ho. No companies no more no e betumi abie kwan mu amaya ma wo mo power purchase agreement no contract almost ba be see sa solar na ye pen enya aban ni be see
private. So that also started from say ye na affordability atumi abam no. Mo edigu nkrata so na mo hwe ama no ne companies ni ade a ompese o mo ba no enko yeti ma me so afo ba bi aban de meka na ene aban amfa sika ma nkane ankra me du media ba
sa mo hye entina me ka se eya na nkrata no ye hwa ye hwe de omanyoko ni de omo nsa ahyase ni ye mfa hwe ento aba ma wo mo ye nnuano mo NDC fo ne de man from ya
video waka
yennuano ene de pesa Ghana 40 asie yennuano mo NDC 40 krom ha de bia ena the power sector is full of indebtedness and I say ye de yenim say ye manifesto no ye hwe ni mu se omo ba be ma the in-depth solution for sa insem na de bia na omo ka no onim say NDC for manifesto energy sector omo ma 5 points bill ye manifesto 5 pages and ye dey say ye manifesto 5 pages committee a me chair a ye tena so hwe kukudam for ne young and intelligent people ye tena say ye manifesto energy ye dey 5 pages NDC manifesto 5 points na 5 points no me kan bibi kakra bi chiro na Ghana fo enhu say there is look NPP party any NDC party and there is no comparison. I mean, why there's no comparison? NDC for manifesto almost say the failed MPP government has supervised the near collapse of the energy sector through mismanagement of critical funds, ineptitude, uncontrollable corruption, nepotism, and state capture. As a result, the energy sector is engulfed in suffocating debts, declining oil production, increased transmission and distribution inefficiencies. These challenges threaten Ghana's economy and could plunge the nation back into dreaded doomsday crisis if not addressed. To fix this, we will do the following. And this is where it gets interesting. All the 5 things they listed, none of them fix the things they've talked about. Number 1, they talk about Light Up Ghana project to support 24-hour economy. There's almost in Kenya air back street to be also. How does that solve the things you've talked about? 2, promptly resolve dispute between upstream oil and gas players. How does that solve the problem you've talked about? 3, implement premix fuel management. How does that solve the problem you talked about? 4, apply ESLA for intended purpose. How does that solve the problem you talked about? 5, implement an energy transition strategy that will augment thermal and hydro production. We've talked about the problem, no solution.
Okay. I was for the say the UTV and say the first sectors na here pa ma ye dada brabona e bi na ye ka energy say ura poku de oba for NPP nti de o kan no e benya da NDC for so baba
anu po de obi say omu bi nzo mo hwe omu ndai mo frɛ
me address me viewers.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Nti omu so baba no ma ba kire bia na nkirem bi e o ba bi nti ende enye me na
de bi nya na wo kan de bi no omu page I mean me came from manifesto no to ya me came from no da bi me nua ehia because ya na impempi no ye kan ye dia obi so na send this da bi e pese maximum fo ne Ghana 40 as say there is only one party a omutrimu do e won hihye ye pama Ghana enti ya mo hwe so pato
aba ye hwe wo de ne do so ne nka
enti na ye ka enti da
se omo wa ha de a na na nka
ko ni ono ani manifesto na
maka so wa kan me de me ne wo ye wo de no me ye
nto aso no so be hia pa
enti afi yemra petrol ni gas
yes
mfa electricity no ye
electricity no ya kan no kakra
akire
enti yem se
fango fuel ni gas ni ka no so ne hwe man ye tubi ka bi tu fi amano ni ediba eno so eho no so hihye be ne ho
okay say admittedly ye fango nsema kofo o hwe ye nya fango 2007 2011 ye call fresh oil anke nei o sanka Ghana ye fango no edru about 400,000 barrels a day still are na 120,000 barrels a day e wo for say anka fango no esikasem no ekosoro anka most of our infrastructure and social interventions e pese ye no anka benya sika aye but over the last 10 years upstream industry no agu meanwhile on say ye call it loss it loss around it loss border ye call ni Abidjan for ka say boundary no omo dia be ye fango no no omo dia ye call kota ye kudi nkuni that was around 2018 and no wie no industry never pick it up na COVID bar 2020 enti ama in companies bebre almost sign contract 2013 2014 no omo bebre entumi anye adwuma osomo enti ama ye upstream na ye den na ho den akofom ye pese eni no ye bide mbra foforo ba ebehye Kenya the act 919 which is the petroleum act no ye no eni nyom bebre aba potokasem yesi energy transition eni nipa bebre si fango ni nyoma no emwa ye environment no enti ye hwe green enti ama nhihye bia ya tworo no ye petroleum nim no emma petroleum act nim no emma companies ni bebre enye den emba emehu ze Ghana preferred destination enti Dr. Bawumia say obeye president ye be review act 919 no na ya change mbrani bebre na ama Ghana preferred destination for oil exploration enti hono insehya ya dia to ho say act 919 ye ba ye behwe na royalties surface rental ni sa anyoma ni nyina no ya chem ni ya hwehwem ni ya ma consultation no say they be the likes of the Talos and all these people no, they can also increase their investment in Ghana. Secondly, downstream yamba petrol kakra eno na ya na ETF G4O gold for oil you nyina mati gold for oil gold for oil ye start here no na now no you were only 30% of the market share yetumi na omo ko fafira ma no ne ba no the oil trading companies the international companies no it is 70% ba ye pese ye share gold for oil no mukena Bank of Ghana to gold ni bebre nti nei no ye gigi cities no local pumps no ni local companies na enya afri na ye kwa $1 dia akutua fango nika ye beko na gold purchasing program na Bank of Ghana start no ya to gold na obia ode ne fango beba no Dangote na say we be in refinery he has come to say he is happy to take gold for his refinery products enti ene no the mode of payment for most of our petroleum products in Ghana no will be say obrayen fango na ye the gold etuawoka
bayan hwe eno aba otie nkomotwetwe ewo wiem ne ade na eya na ese petrol no eho nko na bebo no so de eya na oman feel se yebo no ewo soro ye gold ne so ana se afi na nhihye na ba ana dollar ntina ma eya de ba bia na oman isu se fuel ne ade bi na transport companies ye tumu na abotre ne
ko kakra ye obi be a friend suppliers premium fango born na nkase de menu mienu ntiminya ho hwe because na international price say international
wa nyema bi ekeka ho be mana pagya ko
ebi de he
ebi ne bi a dollar de ko
entina me chichira ma ba no mfitiase no fango ne bo eno no plat ye protocol plat traded amount into plat price ne de international quoted price ayi ntiminya ho hwe but ya na say plat plus and plat minus plus no what they call suppliers premium nipa na wakoto na amano ne de brewo no ono so de mfa so be den ebeto so sa plat na ono de mfa so to premium na o de to so no first na these few companies na brain petroleum products now they could charge as high as $180 per metric ton for the supplier's premium. You need any other option. Going forward, gold for oil buy it does two things. Gold for oil no eboa pressure World Bank of Ghana forex no form. Two, and nam say gold for oil program no na bust and na de banti no. So koto sa product ne ba na forcing normal products na other companies na international oil companies ne de ba no. Inti ekoba say premium na de top platinum so no. When it was $180, guess what? Because of the competition, almost 1% bust for one a ton gold for oil, no, almost suppliers premium, just to be competitive with the product that bust the other. Into almost so from $180 to $70 per metric ton. It means they could have reduced it before if there was competition in the product. But some of the oil trading companies, international companies, can even quote cheaper than gold for oil.
But then your price you will be away, and now for say
baby, I want
okay because the one can
baby, now okay, it's 2022 now petrol later is saying,
and now
24 cities. It's your buy cheap. In the last 3 years,
maybe say OGD say na
no, we can do better. We can do better. When you maybe a go akwan there's one thing I hear good ones. Oh, say share downstream now. Even the new there is $15 per metric ton because ABA Allied and now Shell and now go Kota or what is called credit, 60 days credit. And to 60 days credit into nipa na or to credit no the $15 per metric ton etoso because untia cash. Minu mi ne koto pompa se yam farmer ye fan free pacho me boa ye kutua yitua cash no aku free all free no or the $15 per metric ton akafo na minu no etua no enti ye pese ye den hyehyeye ba ye be yisa credit system no every ho na ye reducing the number of oil marketing companies omo say eba se hyehyeye de beba no a certain amount of capital will be here e de aye oil marketing company omo nyina nya no problem. But if you say nipa P was as space ni more almost waste space.
But ma me oti ne kura se de do nim ne se enema bi wo ho nso a e ka ho e ma ne boarding ye ka fan wo ne ade but what is taxes ne ade nso e wo so mo mienu mo ye mo manifesto the major ones are Ghanaians ni metu ye from tax away fuel so any ye energy sector mo pese enoma affordability ne ba mu no enoma bi wo ho a mo hwemu a but me year fisuma no ama price na ba for na say
me okay say again ya no mu ya mo politics e call do 24
ya no na yo
dey could do 24 we could do 24 no so and me nua John Jenapo e wo radio so and taxes do so and I say and we've not removed a single penny. You remove a single peso from the on taxes but it's come to 13 cities now you're 24 cities. Na obia ko radio so and taxes no taxes no and it's 13 cities 11 cities cheaper than what it was in 2020.
Tax no
tax ni gina ho ye nyi bi free so enti no kire say ye wonyoma bebre betumi aye ama bo na baso no necessarily say ye dey taxes.
Ma me misa question we answer na maba me nese ye bre no ekom gidi say Newman dos ba also said ya kan na post na be ko ye hwe assemble ko a waka etumi be mu ebeboa esan say nyam hu nsem de eni ehu hia solar na wo kan ye no villages selected communities selected region bi so ke region we de ye hwe kwan o manyina wo kan na ade sia ehora ndodo be ko ana se be bia be kwa augmented de ho dada no se de baby a emi won kramantem ma bia ko area bi won kramantem na se area bi wo ha betumi akwa bi wo no
ye wo program be bre pese de ba
okay
program ni bi I think say ye wo institutions are aban no e sha aban ase
okay
schools
okay.
Secondary and tertiary
okay.
Police stations, ministry department and agencies. Okay. All those places have to be sold.
No mutade kaya
no schools are Ghana Education Service, Ministry of Education, through Ministry of Finance, no, they make money available for say be electricity board. In schools, there are many parts of many of the secondary schools are osha between the solar alcohol.
Okay.
Universities, there are so many parts between solar alcohol. Police stations, courthouses, a lot. And your man government ni chia electricity ma omono. You between started the solar alcohol near reduce almost dependency on the oil and gas, which is the thermals nearby. Because bear in mind, other companies can also use that thermal. But to start with, we'll do this. But there's a good program here. Your barber shop, your hairdressers, your one-man business, or cotton the whole day and people are going to be unity. But also kanya, also fun. So inside the panel, bosume electricity about 100 cities and now 150 cities. Man is solar. The whole day not till now ABI will be on by and park pen buy no. A solar panel will use wait me a chair be crazy because solar no there will be tiaka a panel na the mount and be a battery crazy but say be as open 6 o'clock or cry as a 1 year juma and pass 7 o'clock be cry now here battery. Because during the day we are no, and I say we move that honey there, which may use solar and bra here battery.
But with me answer about my next question. So said the about booming. I need to be a Ghana baby for quite fast use in the maintenance near there. A horn so saying any ABC
every the pass our can in the way I person you provide jobs for youth in this country. No, in the manifesto it said say you be training youth in solar engineering, solar technology. Say that be ya skakakra na uchia no, e bi kakra be da ho for maintenance because me fear. And he say, ebia Dr. Mahmoud ba omi aba 8 years, wa ye sanyuma we nyina. O free so na egugo ni be bebre be kona solar o na for nyusu biem. But the rate at which we want to put people on solar no, see to me am maintaining na anya afebo wa. No mu nyina samba grade this one the grade will collapse. I should make out say. There's going to be a lot of youth that will be trained in solar technology and a lot of electricians are multi and then so Dr. Mahmoud Bey president there's jobs for them in maintaining solar and also you be training consultants. I will make me acquire few. There is something called net metering. A few be brain no ko solar. But oye solar na solar ni ebiaka. Emra e wo ho say sa solar na aka no wetum di ama on next door neighbor. O the man next door neighbor na ya ma credit from ECG. But ye pese ye shemu Kenya ni ma sa compensation no ekosoro. So a lot of private residencies will invest in solar because oye solar na kese na the ma o neighborhood you can also earn something from that.
Okay, yafi yebre ne ko na mum yenhwe almighty GMPC.
Yes.
Okasa oboso se mo hihye no grama Dangote ayese obeba
GMPC anato
Tor.
Yes, I mean Tor na person Canadian
Tamari refinery. And what's something to say?
Tamari refinery.
You don't see a refinery and also
Tamari refinery assembly very simple. Tamari refinery just need an investor. I think say the higher political football in the last Tamari refinery many the actually seen will be a pledge to the Tamari refinery workers and institution. They say we are seeing transparent transaction advisor, transparent, well-capitalized investor. Na oba fa Tamari refinery. The only way to go is private. Government does not have the resources to put in Tamari refinery anymore.
One factor be being hwehwe say be a Tamari refinery. They said the whole country. They said the osi can I say there. And said the nimu la mu papa.
Oh yeah, as I share a manifesto.
We here investor in Canada, but munya na ye so papa be na de be Ghana.
Yeah, na mostly ni ananko focus o Tamari refinery in Juma. It's a refinery business, no, it's not necessarily about Injuma, but a fuel security. So ye fuel no cronimu a my fuel supply security. So we could see a manonia you need you locally, but then you are not normally about pricing because you have the availability of the products, but mostly no, it's about fuel security. So the beya ye pebia adia obia empe e wo mamu si ebe so no panado car ko filling station yes petrol ni ho diesel ni ho obia ni ho a opesa de no yakobi muda ya mese be komu biem nti fuel security is the thinking whenever you think about Tamari oil refinery.
Yeah, almighty electricity revenue the baby I say enyunugu na anom say last Monday your morning show now red to be can say meter for no cry air emma or more revenue you know a page by 30%. I was see it to me quite and you say no man you go. A horn so she been a horn. I say, oh, digital, you say, mobile no, and at the boy. She been or some
retail. Say, I can't say the retail end, no, customer service end, no, ye pese hono, ye de private sector ebem. Na says, asem ni ye can and run, no, nipa pia, omo ye mama ECG, no, say, that be. Yen can't you be as ye be pamu be free ECG.
What can I say? My
say private sector owns the term be an ubiti private sector pay office ye be inedi. Ubi oya abaya juma be at private sector pay office ye be inedi.
Number any then.
Oh, na say abaya juma utim na oye juma na private sector ye de ma so on hweswa. So no na obema good. You see, ya na eba what's the thing? O standard of work. Private sector will give you a much better environment than a bank. Say uti ECG adwuma e bia o customer service wa adabraka. Say that adabraka private sector, you still be working for that private company. But maybe that private company no will let you come to work on time. Won't be for lunch 1 hour now on koton nyoma na won back later. Won't be nyoma bia oti abadwuma mo ye. Efficiency. You see, what do we want to give Ghanaians? That's why in the 4 pillars of Dr. Bawumiano, you have quality of service. Quality of service, they say, yeah, my private sector, abeshaso. Na ECG are concentrating in the engineering and technical losses. Na commercial losses, no, yeah, they are my private sector.
But they all council with your machinery.
And I me mate. It's not address say, Mr. Womo.
I want to make why baby can crave say. Pe munu wa muda to nkrata so e ya de ka moni so ade hunu de be na me guarantee say private sector na be mu amanfo nkulu so madwuma
you see there's nothing like ye PDS when losing adwuma we did PDS and ye PDS no that time nyan techi na head of pool ye num be with prohibited koseka ye meditate ECG they have an example we went from ECG to PDS nobody lost their job.
To this private sector na mo pese mo de
ba we put in private sector and say it's a PDS for the admin and the we the retail revenue retail no customer service baby I will call metering there will even be more jobs because look say ye licensing companies for the concessionaire also funny part because the response time must be quicker. So oko customer service untumi nkotena ho the pepi omo hwe omo ko ECG customer service they know the reception they get and the service they get. They will rather let it be run by a private company. And yes say be a private company ba ama obu akosoro. Electricity abitua na bitua. But the service you get is better. Nipa na we adwuma ECG no ye do koma e bia Kepoku mining Kepoku limited na wo na wo run this concession na sa concession no nipa no betua o ebi obetua o kayi and as obeja o pay wo na but conditions of service will improve.
Ye braso ye kwana sa ye ka say private nti Ghana so ntumi nya nhihye bia ebebe o man man ni ada o so say enye ya bandia but ye di bia ye mra ne ade be miemiam ne ade because wo ka say amanfo ko mo koto sa ne man but ye man so I say I can defend so sure mo say tena obi office na yes just ye ma private partners ba na besesa
I know there aban adwuma ne obi anye ne ye
what's the cut to na
ntumi but there's nothing we can do. Look ye call PDS o frere o ye faulta in less than maba
what's the cut to na
best be chat must be chat on say me kan fit ase no
yeah
Timbamufoɔ de Ghana for mo hwɛ no ɔmo hwɛ nhyehyɛ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de nsa hyase na ɔmo hwɛ so entoaba mema ɔmo hwɛ ye manifesto to say document bi a ye ba mu ne ye ba da bi because o hwɛ de ye de ato hɔ na o hwɛ de yanom de ato hɔ a ɛbɔ na ye de no na ɔhu sɛ ɛwɔ nanim a ɛyɛ nhyehyɛ pa a ɛyɛ adwene pa a ye ba mu a ɛbɛboa Timbamufoɔ to ɔmo hwɛ so na ɔmo to aba ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no bɛ de yidi man panyini come January 7 2025.
Ora Kwadwo Poku adwumre
medas pa menua
abuzanfo ora Kwadwo Poku nsafo ene ne twetwenko ne nyina eye MPP manifesto enuma omakuruche gu nkrata so ngidi se eno beboa ye nyina munkanea ensem ye fanwo ensem na nwumre mene no ebetwetwe ho enkom asedan koma menua Sadat Mohammed ono na mene nde kasebo no ebaaye edakru nyina ase etwa ho pe na red light so eba beto adwumedie no so nyame ya adoma ye wonda kyena yakramo